FederalGhosts vs. Harry Truman. That is my favorite one. So chat, tonight we're going to do the story of FederalGhosts vs. Harry Truman. Is everybody all snuggled up in their beds? Alright. Chat, I want you to close your eyes and imagine a world, a place, where Federal 1G is president. The year is 2113. In the future, ghosts have risen to amazing popularity. The ghost class themselves have far outweighed the human civilization, but as ghosts cannot reproduce, they must rely on humans to continue to build their ranks. It's not that humans are cattle, it's that humans knowingly will become ghosts, so they must make decisions so that they can benefit themselves when they do become ghosts. Feddy 1G has been made president in the 7th annual ghost election. This is very early on, when ghosts were allowed to be president. When a young boy watching on the television sees as Feddy 1G makes demands, ghosts should be allowed to do whatever they want to humans. Ghosts should be allowed to have all the candy before human beings. Ghosts should be allowed to possess any human they want. Wow, thought Harry Truman. I'm all about equality, but I don't think this Feddy 1G is going to be helping any human beings. And so, that's what started Harry Truman's desire to run against Feddy 1G when he became old enough, which by that time the ghosts had made the legal age that a human could become president, 92. So, Harry spent his life training by pushing boulders around, so he could become very strong for a debate. Harry Truman would push and push. Chat, we're gonna count to 3, and on 3, I want you to do a big push in chat. Let's count together. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, push! And down went the boulder. And a 90-year-old Harry Truman knew that in a couple years he'd be ready to run for president. Fast forward. We're on Federal Hill. And so now, Feddy 1G is at the podium opposite Harry Truman, who has come back for revenge. A demon long dead, with nothing left to lose, as we've demonstrated today. Feddy 1G says, I have been president for over 100 years. No human being has been president. We'll never do that again. And the crowd of ghosts, they clapped with their ghostly mitts. And if you've ever heard a ghost clap, it sounds like, 2 windsocks slapping at each other in the breeze. Okay? And Harry Truman, he's very old, but he's like a wizened monk, and he says, nobody that I know has ever had a chance to be president, Mr. Feddy 1G. Feddy 1G turns to him and says, I don't think you understand. There will not be any human presidents. And that's when Harry Truman turned and said, with the solemnest of looks upon his face, I'm gonna bust your ghost booty right now. And Harry Truman, being 92, tossed away his cane, and he ripped off his overcoat and his tuxedo shirt, and out came wrinkled but bulging muscles. And Harry Truman said, I've been pushing boulders for 90 years, and I'm going to tear you in half. And over he leapt, to Fetty 1G, and Fetty 1G raised his arms in defense, but Harry Truman gave him the cross-counter uppercut. Boom! Went Fetty 1G flying 30 feet into the air, and he stopped himself because he's a ghost, and he can fly. And he raced back down with a ghostly mitt to strike down Harry Truman. But Harry Truman reared back, and he chambered a kick so powerful, that he plunged into the soul of Fetty 1G. And Fetty 1G, as he lay, dying, a ghost's death to become a double ghost, on the podium said, "You may have won this battle, Harry Truman, but I'll be back as a double ghost and I'll run against you." Harry Truman looked at him and said, "Kid, anything's better than walking." And Fetty 1G died that day. Fetty 1G died that day. He came back seconds later as a double ghost, but he wasn't allowed to run for president because that's how the presidency works in the year 2211. So, you know. Yeah, so Harry Truman turns to the audience of ghosts who are speechless, and he says, "Now that I am your president, I vow to create peace and equality for every member of our society. And I'll do it whether I'm a human being or a ghost." And the whole audience began to clap. Chat, can I see some claps in the chat? But don't clap too hard because you're asleep now. That's how it works now. And that, chat, is the story of Federa 1G versus Harry Truman. Chat, it's been a long night. A very long night. And what I'd like to do is to send you over to a channel of people who understand you, people who know what you need. And what you need right now is somebody very nice. Somebody very sweet. We're gonna go over to Relin McStone. He knows exactly what you need, chat. And he loves you. Chat, I hope you enjoy your night. The message is Federal Hosts, Federa 1G. Federal Hosts. Chat, you have a good night. Thanks to everybody who followed, everybody who watched, everybody who subscribed. Thank you for your cheers. We will see you next time. Take care, chat.